welcome back to Mexico News Network's breaking news broadcasting from the beautiful El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Charisma, a adult-only hotel in the heart of Riviera Maya. Now remember to stay informed 24/7 by logging onto our website on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, and don't forget to follow us also on social networks on Facebook, Twitter, as well as Google+. Now let's move along with more information. Alan Heredia is a high school student who is getting ready to participate in the online contest Google Science Fair, who discovered a biotechnological process to extract anti-cancer compounds from agave residues. The young Mexican and his academic advisors, Javier Larragoiti Curi, professor of chemistry, and also Lorraine Pedraza Segura, an academic from the Department of Engineering and Chemical Sciences at the Universidad Iberoamericana, managed to obtain carotenoids, natural compounds found in plants as well as animals. These natural antioxidants have been proven to inhibit the formation of certain cancers. The anti-cancerogen obtained is called astaxanthin. For the production of carotenoids, Alan hydrolyzed the organic agave residue, subsequently enriching it with yeast. The result is then passed from the inoculum to a growth medium for 47 hours, during which it is fermented and the anti-cancer compound is fully produced. The success of this carotenoid has reached the international price of $500 per kilogram. So far, it had been impossible to obtain this compound from agave waste, making the work of Alan. The decision to use agave plant residues was aimed to demonstrate the project's sustainability. This plant is used in the elaboration of mezcal and tequila, and it is estimated that in Mexico the tequila industry produces about 120,000 tons of waste. It will be on July 7th that Alan finds out if his initiative makes it through the Google Science Fair's regional finals. If it passes, he will then go on to participate on the contest's international stage. So let's wish him the best of luck. Moving along to more information, only last week the United States Librarian of Congress, James H. Billington, announced the designation of Juan Felipe Herrera as library's 21st Poet Laureate Consultant in Poetry for the 2015-2016 period. Herrera is the author of 28 books of poetry and the first Latino to receive this recognition since the position was created in the year 1936. The son of Mexican farm immigrants, Herrera grew up on a plantation in California. Throughout his entire childhood, he was influenced by the work of poets such as Allen Ginsberg, William Wordsworth, and Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Late in his youth, he became very much involved with surrealism, creating an experimental style that he blended with his childhood experience as a Latino immigrant. His memories of living in trailers and moving frequently to different agricultural areas all around the south of California inspired him to write poetry books such as Border Crosser with a Lamborghini Dream, as well as notebooks of a Chile Verde smuggler, and also 187 Reasons Mexicanos Can't Cross the Border. Billington said about Herrera's work on a press release that his poems engage in a serious sense of play in language as well as image, and that he feels gives them enduring power. He sees how they champion voices, traditions, and histories, as well as cultural perspective, which is a vital part of the larger American identity. As a matter of fact, Juan Felipe Herrera is a University of California at Los Angeles graduate and holds degrees from Stanford University as well as the University of Iowa Writers Workshop. He is also a retired teacher of creative writing at the University of California, Riverside. Herrera told the Associated Press that he wants to assist with closing the gap of knowing about and hearing about the Latino communities in terms of literature, in terms of writing, and much more. And that he wants the young Latinos and Latinas to write their hearts out and express their hearts, and let us all listen to each and every other. As Poet Laureate consultant in poetry for 2015-2016, Herrera will have to develop poetry projects for audiences of this particular art. For this period only, he has stated his intention to implement a program called Casa de Colores, which in English means House of Colors. This is a program aimed at helping youth of every ethnicity and culture express themselves through poetry as well as music. Herrera said that he is the first Latino poet laureate in the United States, but he is also there for everyone and from everywhere. His voice is made by everyone else's voices. Moving on to more information, Fundación Casa Wabi is an interdisciplinary project. According to its website, it seeks to foster the exchange of ideas between national as well as international artists from various disciplines and practices. The project layout and building designs were the creations of renowned Japanese architect Tadao Ando, this being his second most important work in Mexico after the Roberto Garza Sada Center School of Art, Architecture and Design at the University of Monterrey. The venue's name comes from the Japanese phrase wabi-sabi, which roughly translates to the art of finding beauty in imperfection, in accidents, and in the depth of nature. It is located just outside of Puerto Escondido in the state of Oaxaca, located between the mountains and the sea, providing breathtaking landscapes. It was established by Mexican contemporary artist Bosco Sodi and is directed by Patricia Marin, who created, directed, and curated the collection for the Jumex Foundation for Contemporary Art from 1997 to 2005, which is one of the most important contemporary art programs in the entire of Latin America. Now, the purpose of Fundación Casa Wabi is to offer a space so that the artists can coexist through its resident programs in order to explore and exchange ideas and concepts submerged in an environment appropriate to their professional development. However, the project is also focused on being a resource for the local communities of Puerto Escondido in Oaxaca. Fundación Casa Wabi promotes the exchange of ideas between artists of different disciplines, said Cristina Nava, Director of Logistics. But also, it means to promote between the artists and local communities these ideas. The foundation asks all and every artist to implement exchanges with area residents. As a result, the people of Puerto Escondido have access to a great number of courses as well as workshops. The complex itself features the aesthetics espoused by Ando, built with concrete, which is an essential material in all of his buildings, and mixed with a typical regional touch, the palapa, a Mexican-style pavilion with open sides and a thatched roof made from dried palm leaves. Fundación Casa Wabi was officially inaugurated in October 25, 2014, after which it would become a haven for artists and the local community to develop their ideas in a safe environment aimed at fostering creativity and only that. In more news, Fuck Up Nights started one Friday night in Mexico City back in 2012 when 5 friends were drinking mezcal and realized they were tired of hearing how success stories about how people achieving their business goals. So they decided to commiserate, sharing their stories, but this time about failure. The conversation ultimately turned out to be very inspiring, so they decided to repeat it, but now with more friends. They then gathered once more and asked 3 people to share their stories of failure as well. And this is how the first Fuck Up Nights was born. When the creators realized that this was a good idea, they decided to do Fuck Up Nights each and every month. Soon, people all over the world started asking to take Fuck Up Nights to their own cities. So the 5 original friends decided to take their idea seriously and make it a global project. In 2015, Fuck Up Nights reached 100 cities all over the world with presence in almost every continent. Currently, each month, more than 10,000 people from different business sectors attend and listen to 3 or 4 people share their failure stories. Each speaker has 7 minutes and can use 10 pictures only. After the conference, there is a question and answers for attendees session and a speakers to interact. The movement is dedicated to 3 kinds of people: the ones who failed, the ones who will fail, and all the liars. The goal of it is to share and inspire those attending and show them the other side of the coin. Because the truth is that many people fail at business, and sometimes it's good to realize that you're not alone. Guests who share their experiences can also feel liberated and unburdened, perhaps knowing that they may be able to help others with their stories, make something positive from their failure, and maybe prevent some mistakes. If you would like to know more about this great project or the cities that they will take place in the future, you can access to their website on www.fuckupnights.com. It's an incredible global movement started off by a group of 5 Mexican friends. This was all for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Elisa Carballo, your host, and this was Mexico News Network's Breaking News. Remember to keep informed on our website on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com and to follow us on social networks on Facebook, Twitter, as well as Google+. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Audio Jungle.